the way I would have uppercutted that lady, like, hey everybody, welcome back to Mun Talks. Today I will be talking about the new horror movie, Imaginary. Ooh. So, basically, Imaginary is about this lady named Jessica. She's a children's book writer. She moves out her old apartment into her old childhood home with her husband, Max, and her two stepdaughters, Taylor and Alice. And so basically, her old imaginary friend from when she was like 5 has been waiting in that house for Jessica to return because he wants to take her into this like other world or whatever and feed off her creativity or feed off her imagination or whatever. So basically, Alice ends up becoming friends with the imaginary friend whose name is Chauncey. So yeah, so Alice is friends with Chauncey now, and basically Chauncey is doing the same thing he did to Jessica when she was little to Alice, and trying to take her into the old house, old like the other world or whatever. So yeah, that's basically the whole premise of the movie. Is really like it was okay. As I was watching, it was okay. I think it could have been better. It wasn't really scary at all. Like, this is one of the horror movies where it was like wasn't really horror at all. It was, I don't even know how to put it. Like, Chauncey didn't really do anything. Like, Chauncey was not one to stand on business. He was not. He didn't do nothing the whole movie. In the entire movie, Chauncey killed one person, and that person was an old lady who helped him get Jessica into the other world. You killed your one and only supporter. You're not a good villain. Or is that even more evil? He killed the one person who supported him. You gotta think about that. But anyway, yeah, it was not. It wasn't that good of a movie. It had so much. I think it had a lot of potential to be scary. I mean, you're dealing with kids. Like, kids by themselves is just terrifying. Like, I don't know. Kids creep me out. Kids. Yeah, I know they're creepy. You know they're creepy. Kids know they're creepy. Kids are creepy. Then you're dealing with kids who are talking to people or things that not there. That's scary. But yeah, so it just, Chauncey didn't do anything, and that's, I think, the biggest failure of this movie is that Chauncey, the villain, the supposed to be like the scary thing, he didn't do anything. He didn't do much. He didn't do nothing. Like yeah, he terrorized this one boy, just kind of like, he just kind of like popped out, or like was a little scary, but after that he didn't do anything. Like, I don't know, it just wasted potential. Like, the idea of imaginary friend being like imaginary friend trying to take you to this world of imagination so he could feed off your creativity and imagination. It's like, that's kind of scary. Like, oh my god, all these kids. Then they mention all the kids going missing and stuff. And it's like, damn. That's kind of like make you think like, a little frightening. But no, it wasn't frightening at all. And eventually, Jessica did go into the world because Chauncey had got Alice to make the little portal or whatever to go into the world. And Alice went in there, and she was able to get whatever she wanted, whatever she imagined. Like, her old mom was there. Not old mom, her bio mom was there. Because in the real world, her bio mom is I don't know. We don't know exactly what's wrong with her. They didn't explain that. Like, she could be on drugs, or she could have been like a mental patient. It's not really explained. It's just kind of like, we've seen that, like, she wasn't all the way there up here, so it was like, oh, kind of scary. Not scary. She did burn Alice. They alluded to the mom. They didn't outright say it. They alluded to the mom burning Alice. Alice had burn scars on her arm. But yeah, so Alice was stuck in the world, and the old lady I told you about earlier, the old lady ended up tricking Jessica and Taylor to go into the imaginary world. She was like, "Oh yeah, we can go save Alice. We gotta make the portal to go save Alice." Oh yeah, the old lady was Jessica's babysitter, and when she was like 5, the old lady, Gloria, that's her name, Gloria. Gloria was Jessica's babysitter when she was 5, and she watched Jessica go into the other world when she was 5. And she was like, "I was too scared to follow you in there." But she became obsessed with this like other world and the imaginary friends and all that. So she was like, when Jessica finally moved back to the old house, she was like, "Finally, I get my chance." And so basically, it was like Jessica thought she was trying to help her save Alice, but in reality, the old lady just wanted to go to that world and stay there forever. Like, they made the portal to go to the other world. They got in there. And Gloria literally closed the portal. She like just moved the shit that was holding the door open, and so the portal closed. And they was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And Gloria's like, "This is a world of imagination. Anything can happen here." She like looked up into the sky and spun around, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's amazing." And it was like, "Whoa!" She was like, "Oh my God, it was awesome. This is everything I wanted." The way I would have uppercutted that lady, like, what? You just, not only did you trick me to coming into this world, close the portal, like, I'm trying to save my daughter, and you over here playing games? You was over here playing games. then you playing games, and you've been working for this demon or whatever. I don't even know what Chauncey really supposed to be. Like, he's an imaginary friend shit. Like, you working for this spirit and you over here playing games. Bitch, I will kill you. The way I was rooting, I was like, somebody need to punch her in the face. Like, somebody need to go give her the 2-piece and a biscuit. Cause both Taylor and Jessica was just looking at her like, "Oh my God, did she really just trick us?" That's not the point. Go hit her in the face. Go, like they don't do nothing. They just stand there. And then that's who Chauncey ends up killing. Chauncey ends up killing Gloria. Like, you done did all this just to get killed by the thing you was helping? That's just sad. And I was still mad because she didn't get punched. Jessica should have punched her. Taylor should have punched her. Taylor was like a brat the entire movie. She could have punched that old lady. She could have punched that old lady. Cause Taylor didn't like Jessica, because Jessica was a stepmom. You know, the whole stepmama, stepkid going back and forth and shit. Well, Jessica was actually pretty chill. She was pretty nice. And Taylor was just like, "You're not my mom. I don't like you. You're not my mom." And Jessica was like, "I'm trying. I don't know what else to do. I'm trying." Like it's just like Jessica was over here like trying to protect Taylor and shit, because as soon as they moved, Taylor went outside and seen this boy, and he was out there cutting grass and shit. So Taylor was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go talk to him," and then he was like, "Oh, I got a bar we could go to," and she was like, "Oh yeah." And then Jessica came out the house, was like, she's 15, right? She's 15. And then Taylor was like, "Oh my God, you're ruining my life," and stormed off. And it was just like, oh my God, like, she's trying to protect you from getting hurt. And then oh my God, the girl Taylor ends up bringing the boy back to the house, because he's their like neighbor or something. Like, he lives on the same street as them at least, but ends up bringing the boy to the house. And as soon as the boy get in the house, the first thing he do? He pull out a bag of pills, and he's like, "Want to take some Molly?" And she's like, "No, not really. But you still let this boy come. You still like, he was in the front door. The front door is still open. She could have easily just pushed him out the door and was like, 'You know what? I don't want you in my house with my little sister. We're all alone.' Like, it was just Taylor, Alice, and now this boy that she don't even know. She just met him. First conversation they had, like, he at their house, and he put out a bag of pills and like, 'Molly, you need to take some Molly.' And this boy over here tripping or whatever. And they was watching a movie. And he was like, "You sure you don't want to take any Molly?" And then Taylor like, "No, not really. I just want to watch the movie." And he was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "Ooh, how about a drink?" And so he goes get a drink, and she's like, "No, my dad's gonna see. He's gonna tell." He's like, "Just fill it up with apple juice. He won't be able to tell. When he drinks it, he will be able to tell. It's apple juice. It's not gonna taste like liquor. It's gonna taste like apple juice. Like, come on." First, and then he dropped the bottle. So, like, you let this boy in your house, and he just fucking shit up already. First sentence, as soon as he pulled out that bag of pills, she should have drop kicked him out of the door. Like, but no, she let him come in. They watching the movie, and he over there tripping, like he over there tripping. Alice didn't like the boy. Alice and Chauncey didn't like the boy, which is funny because you know what? That was the only good thing Chauncey did. Like he was like, "Don't touch Alice's stuff." And yeah, he just walked because he dropped the bottle. Taylor's like, "Go upstairs and get a towel so we can clean it up." And he was like, okay." He is exploring their fucking house. Like he just walking around their house, looking in their rooms. He goes into Alice's room and start touching Alice's stuff. Like, come on, like, who are you? And then he over there be like, "Oh my god." And then Chauncey started doing like weird stuff, like popping up and stuff like that, like making shit move around. Like he was like, it was like hiding under, cause to Alice seen a little bear, like a little teddy bear. So under like the sheets, it was like a teddy bear with a little drawstring, and it was playing the music or whatever. So he was like, "Oh man, I'm having a bad trip." Jessica ends up coming home and is like, "Who is this boy, and why does he have a bag of pills on him?" So she ended up calling the boy mama. The boy mama come there and was like, "This isn't Molly. It's my allergy pills." So not only did this boy tripping off Molly, he was over there taking his mama's allergy pills and acting like he was tripping, like he was oh so high. Before like all that, he was like, "Oh yeah, last time I took this, my left eye was able to see 12 seconds into the future." You lying heifer, like you lying hoe. Why, like, you want to be so cool so bad? I should have known it wasn't Molly, because first of all, it was a plastic bag. That bitch, it was filled up. Like that was a lot of pills. Ain't no way you got that much money from cutting grass. Even if you did, you had to spend all your money on Molly. He probably would have, but still, it was his mama allergy pills, and he was over there tripping. Oh, I hate people like you. I hate people like you. Oh my god, it's like when you was a kid and you got like a alcoholic drink and you like, "Ooh, I'm so tipsy." You don't feel nothing. like oh my god, that was actually so funny to me. I was like, oh my god, he's over there tripping on Molly. And cause he's seeing all the weird stuff going on with Chauncey, so he in the bathroom. He was like, "Oh man, this is a real bad trip." Trip off what? Your sinuses is cleared. Like, what are you tripping off of? You tripping off being able to breathe clearer? Like, come on, man. But yeah, that was really like the only scary thing Chauncey was doing. Like, Chauncey didn't do nothing. He fucked with that boy a little bit. When he got Alice into the little other world, and Jessica and Taylor came, he killed the old lady, and then Jessica and Taylor was like, "Okay, we gotta go find Alice." And so they found Alice. She's sitting in the room having a tea party with her fake bio mom, who was actually Chauncey. And she was like, "Oh my god," and Chauncey was like, "Oh my god, we're all here. See, your whole family's here. We could all be happy together." And no. And then Alice is so fickle. I mean, I guess she's a kid, but at first she was like, literally, it took like 2 seconds to convince her. It was like, "Oh yeah, this is nice. Come on, Jess. Come on, Tay. Let's hang out. Let's have fun. We can get anything I ever wanted here." And then Jessica was like, "No, we gotta go." And she started building another portal out of blue stuff she found in the room. She started building the portal. She was like, "Come on, Alice, let's do this." And then I was like, "Okay." And so they started building the portal. Chauncey is literally just standing there watching her build the portal. She's like, "No, don't do it, Alice. come on, Alice, let's just stay here. Like, they doing that. They opened the portal, so Chauncey like go to reach out. I think it was either Taylor or Jessica. I think it was Taylor. Pushed her back down. Boom. Girl, fell. She fell. And then when she rose up as like this. She rose up as like this monster bear. And it was like, roar, it was all scary and shit. Taylor and Alice got through the portal. Jessica was like, go without me. I have to protect you. Go without me. And then Chauncey made her sink through the floor to return to like the original room they came in. And it's like this room. It was just like a long hallways with all these doors and stuff. And Chauncey made Jessica sink through the floor and she fell down. Boom! And she like twisted her ankle or something. And Chauncey, like all the doors open. Nobody coming out the doors. Nothing coming out the doors. The doors just open. And then Chauncey come out one door. I thought it was gonna be like a Scooby-Doo scene. I thought that would have been funny. That would have been funny. Like they was running through the doors and it was like and then they could have did that. That would have been funny. I mean, it probably would have broke. I wouldn't even say it broke the tension. The movie didn't have any tension. Like it wasn't even scary. It was more funny. They could have made that more horror comedy. It would have been so much funnier. Like, but yeah. So Chauncey like just come out the door. And go and like slowly go to Jessica, and Jessica over there limping and stuff. Jessica got a broken ankle. She limping. All Chauncey had to do was take like 3 big steps, and he would have caught her. He did not want to keep that lady there. He didn't do anything this entire movie. He did not want to keep that lady there. So Chauncey did not. He didn't really want to keep Jessica there. He was not trying to keep her there. Like this man waited like 25 years for Jessica to return to the house so he could get Jessica back into that other world. And when he got her in that other world, he did not fight. He didn't fight at all to keep her there. Like Jessica was literally limping. You could have caught her. I get that you can't kill Jessica because you need her alive to like feed off her imagination or whatever. But you could have broke her legs. You could have did something. Like you literally could have did anything, but he didn't do anything. Like Jessica was over there, had to pry the door open, like was struggling to get the door open so she could leave, and Chauncey standing right behind her, just watching her do it, and just like slowly getting down. It's like you don't really want her there. Stop it. Stop acting like you want this lady there. You do not want this lady there. You had so many chances to get this lady into another room or into like keep her there, but you didn't do that. Like the whole movie, Chauncey didn't do anything, and it's like, how you gonna have a scary movie without the scary part? This is supposed to be a horror. It's on Google, you can look it up. It's a horror / mystery. It was neither of those things. It wasn't like, I guess they had the little mystery of what exactly Chauncey is, but the horror. It wasn't horror. It wasn't horrifying at all. Chauncey didn't do anything like that. I don't think I've seen a scary movie where the monster didn't actually do anything. Like, I'm really trying to think back, and no, like it was just Chauncey did not. I'm telling you, he did not really want that lady there. Like he could have fought so much harder. There was a point when Jessica thought she escaped, but she was actually still in the imaginary world or whatever. And so Chauncey was acting like he was her family. He was the husband, and he was the 2 daughters. He was the Jessica's dad and everything. And so Taylor and Alice ran back, like opened the portal up again to get Jessica out to come back and save Jessica, and they got in there, and Taylor hit one of the people on the head, hit one of the fake people on the head. I was like, come on, Jess, we gotta go. And Chauncey was 4 different people. And they all just stood there while they ran away. Like, why are you not doing anything? Why I never seen somebody wait 25 years to get somebody, and when you get them, you do not try to keep them there. It was so bad. It was so bad. Like, I'll give it this. It kept me watching. It wasn't like bad to the point where wasn't like I was mad that I spent my money on it. Like at least it wasn't that bad. If it was that bad, I would have been pissed. But I'm not. It was. I had fun. I watched it with friends, so it was like I had fun watching it in the theaters and stuff. So I had fun talking about. I talked about the movie the whole time. Oh yeah, sorry, I am a movie talker. Oops, I'm a movie whisperer. but yeah, so it wasn't that bad. I give it like I give it like a 5.5. It kept me watching, but I was disappointed. I was disappointed because it wasn't scary. I was expecting more scary. Like come on, you dealing with imagination, man. You dealing with imagination. SpongeBob, you dealing with all of that. You can do anything. And the old lady said in the words, like, this is a place where anything can happen. Like I'm thinking, oh, a whole bunch of crazy shit finna go up, pop off. We finna see like the horror version of Everybody Imaginary Friends or something. Like the husband. Also, first of all, the husband was in like the first 10-15 minutes of the movie. Then he left to go on tour. He wasn't in the rest of the movie at all. He wasn't even at the end of the movie. The husband left. He was just gone. It was just Taylor and Alice. And so the husband, before he left, he mentioned, I had an imaginary friend too when I was little. He knew karate. He could, whatever he touched turned into a bomb. I'm thinking, all the imaginary friends was finna come to life. Like I'm thinking, oh yeah, they finna come to life. Just finna go have to fight, like go karate, or like have to dodge bombs. I think stuff was finna explode and stuff. No, none of that happened. He didn't even need to mention that. You was just wasting time at that point. Like y'all was just trying to fill up the hour and 30 time slot because y'all could have added some more stuff. Like it wasn't like it didn't reach its full potential. Like at all. Like you got a world where anything can happen. You dealing with imaginary friends from kids. Kids are creative. Again, kids are scary. So like whatever they mind come up with, you didn't play around with that enough. So very disappointing. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Imaginary. I guess I don't know. If y'all like the movie, tell me why. I don't know. Or what you could have done different. I don't know. I think horror movies are kind of like losing their spark nowadays. Like it's not really up there like doing that. I have seen I did see trailers for a couple horror movies. I did want to see like the girl, the one what it is, Abigail, like the vampire ballerina. Oh my god, that movie looked like it's gonna be so funny. I just love it. I don't know. I love the idea of killer ballerinas. Like this girl, she's out there killing people and doing the little ballerina stuff. Hilarious. I love that. So I can't wait for that movie to come out because I will be doing a review on that. So yeah, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.